Welcome back to Motorhead Garage, presented by Dustless Blasting. Now, if you're working underneath your car with fuel lines like we are with our Chevy pickup truck, you're going to run into issues. I'm here with Mike from LinesToGo. Now, Mike, issues like rust. I mean, this is steel, or you got these lines that are plastic. You can't cut them anymore, number one. Not to mention, it's a gazillion miles long. When I get it from the factory, I can't even get it in there. Tell me about your lines.
Well, what we've done here, John, is to make the install a lot easier, is we've sectioned it. And as you just said a minute ago, factory lines are one long section, and they're installed at the factory before the body and bed are put on the truck, which isn't a problem when you're at the factory, but when you're out here in the real world, it's a big problem, and time is money. So with our product being a section, you put the front section in or the rear section first, it doesn't really matter. Snap it up in place, snap the back in place, and connect with the hoses provided.
Now, speaking of that, we went ahead and did the front. That was simple. I mean, we disconnected the battery, we dispressurized the fuel system, and then we'll kind of walk us through it. We had to get some special clips up top.
That's right. We had to get your basic off-the-shelf auto parts store GM quick disconnect tools. They're only a couple of bucks a piece.
Right.
It's not a big deal. You take the safety locks off, pry them off the screwdriver, insert the tool, push them in, and unsnap them.
That's it.
That easy.
Take the lines down, and then we just fed them back up through the bottom of the truck.
That's
come
right.
Up to the top, reconnect them, put your safeties on, you're good to go.
That's right, and we just utilized the existing OE clips, the roading clips, and it worked fine.
I'll tell you what, let's get these old ones off. You said they were like galvanized. Tell me about the material, these lines versus yours, and let's go ahead and pull these off at the same time.
Well, these are a Galfan coated line.
Okay.
And they only have, in northern climates, you're lucky to get 5 or 6 years out of them.
All right.
And with our stainless steel, they'll never give you any problems again. So.
That's a huge difference. I mean, you're talking about the material, and Mike, you're from Canada.
That's right.
You've seen your share of rusted brake lines.
Every day.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a big problem.
Yeah, fuel lines, brake lines, no matter what. I mean, underneath the chassis is horrible. Now, tell me about your line. This is nice. Tell me a little bit about it.
Well, this is a 304 stainless steel line.
Also, tell me a little bit about these ends right here. I mean, tell me about the ends of the hose.
This is your typical GM, Ford, Chrysler, stainless steel quick connect female. And what happens here in a lot of cases is when the old tubes rust, they swell inside this connector. Right. And what happens is it pretty much makes it impossible to use those tools we were talking about a while ago to make the disconnect. So if you're lucky enough to make the disconnect, it's very difficult to actually pull the connector off the tube without removing all the guts that are inside that connector.
Now, Mike, like you said, I mean, we went ahead, we cut these, so we cut them from the front to the back. But think about this. That line, what we put onto the top, actually connects to yours right here, but the factory didn't. So not only did we come from the fuel tank, man, we put, what, 12, 14 feet of hose trying to fish it up there, through all these brackets to the tank. It's not going to happen.
No, not easily at all. Be a good day's work, maybe more.
And this one went just as well. Can we go ahead and put the back one on? We got a back piece back here that's going to go to the tank as well and connect to these.
What we have here is your fuel cooler line.
Right. And it's good to know. We went ahead and pulled the cooler out of there, just made for easier access and for you to see. And we also loosened the ABS module so we could pull it out a little bit. Good little tips here so you can get the lines in there because they are factory bent. I mean, they're actually perfect. I can't believe how they're going in there and going right back into the clips. So you supply them with this piece as well?
Yes, we do. Comes with every set.
So what's going on is I'm going to have a factory set all the way from the tank all the way back up to where we start getting the high pressure. I'll tell you what, where can they find you on the web?
LinesToGo.com.
That's it, pretty simple.
We offer second-day FedEx shipping all over North America.